Hey, it's the Lost Turtle here, and today I am in Rutland, Massachusetts. I am at the Rutland Prison Camp. This place was built in 1902 to house minor level criminals. You know, basically your town drunks or little misdemeanor nonsense. And this place also in 1907 they constructed a tuberculosis ward for treatment for that disease. It was this place was put down out of commission in 1937 because of the became part of the Woonsocket waterway, and people apparently don't want inmates and TB patients around there drinking water. There are a few remains up here, so we're going to check it out. So check this out, this little hole down here. Got to be careful. Even though this is a state park, there's still a hole. You don't want to fall in. Seems to go quite a ways through. So if we can find the other end. Whoa, look at this tunnel. There's tires down here. It's a little muddy. Wow. And then comes down. Over here. This is where I came down in. Let's see what it says. We're all just kids who grew up way too fast. Yes, we are. Another hole in the ground. This is why I gotta be careful coming into these places. And I think I found an easier way out. So this was a little unexpected surprise. Some things you're expected to see, but this is not. Oh, let's finally get out of here. This little structure. A happy accident I came across this. So here we got the wall of the structure. It is going down. Of course, it's covered in graffiti. But as you come up this little trail that's by it, come to the next structure here. This structure is the solitary confinement, or the hole, as it were. Structure was, it contains 6 cells. So if you were bad, you had to spend a week in solitary confinement. This would be one of the places you'd be spending your time. It's covered with graffiti. The roof is caved in. But it is pretty amazing. The finest out here. So this is the roof of the structure. Underneath me would be 6 guys who got in trouble. Then again, it looks like there's a doorway right there, so there could have been 6 more rooms right here. Imagine. Can't imagine being in solitary confinement. Kind of introverted, but still, that's crazy. Look down into these little holes in the roof. You can see where the inmates were. Pretty wild. And of course, here's the view from up here. It is awfully nice, relaxing. Part field, part forest. Nice little mix. So I picked this cell because the roof is still intact, just to show you how claustrophobic it is. If you check this out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm back to where I started. This is not a lot of room. Solitary confinement was bad. So, while I'm up on the roof, we'll do a stereotypical graffiti check. Here we go. It says trans equals okay. If you look down, you see some boobies, and you see a penis. All in one piece of graffiti. And it's 2 stereotypes. Of course, now you have a skull. You always find a skull. And right here, smoke one, 420. You always find marijuana graffiti too. So now, all we need is some satanic graffiti. Here's some creepy ghosts or headstones or something. And we need some religious graffiti and some Illuminati graffiti. Of course, as you can see there, which is a poor example, so I'll try to get a better one, you always get the F word too. So let's see if we can't find some more cool graffiti. So here we got some satanic graffiti with the 666 and a pentagram. And if we come up here, we got some of the Muscle Russell graffiti. And here we got a Star of David right up here, so that focuses it on the religious. All we need now to fit out the stereotypes is the Illuminati and maybe some racist stuff. Well, there's a triangle with an eye, so now we got the Illuminati. I think that pretty much covers all of the stereotypical types of graffiti you find on the walls. So the prisoners here they called it a self-sufficient prison. They had cattle, and they raised chickens, and they farmed vegetables. And this here is the root cellar. So I'm going to take you inside and show you around. Here we go. Check out the inside of the root cellar. First thing I notice when I come in is some crackhead's going to be really mad when he realizes he forgot his stem. This is a crazy looking stem though. It's kind of a skull. Still, it's not a lifestyle store, so I support. Hey look, it's a Slender Man. Well, where I believe I am now is standing in the floor of the main prison housing unit. As you can see, I would be in the corridor where the guards would walk down. But over here, as you can see, there's starting here and coming down here, this corner, there's one cell. And this is the end cell, so you can see that's where the drain is. You got the trough, and went all the way up along through all the cells so that everybody came down. If you were in this cell, you got the stinky cell. Here's some more of the trough. And some doggy doo-doo. I guess that didn't make it down the drain.
Oh, wait. You could send that stuff to me.
Of course, you know, if a place like this has a stairwell to nowhere, then I'm gonna find it. Hey look, another stairwell to nowhere. Nah, just kidding, that one leads to the old Goose Hill Cemetery. We have to pass by this old cemetery to get to the prison cemetery, which is down this road.
Hop in, I'll give you a ride.
Well, alright, stranger. Well, this is the Rutland Prison Camp Cemetery. I figured this was a good place to finish off the video. There are 59 people buried here. They're buried between 1910 and 1933. These are not the original crosses that mark the grave. These were put in here by Micheal Gordon, so good for him. It's good that we get to come out here because these people, you know, they went into the prison and never made it out. Kind of sad. If you notice, there's these little dips in front of the crosses. And the reason for that is the coffin's decayed, and when that happens, the ground sinks down a little bit. You know, it's not because of grave digging, except for possibly this big hole right here. Or maybe they just pulled out a tree. Well, that was the Rutland Prison Camp. Hope you enjoyed the video. Got to pay one last final respects to those who were buried in this awful part of the cemetery after living, you know, and spending solitary confinement in those small places. I also want to thank Muscle Russell for dragging me out here. It was definitely worth the trip. And you know the routine.